Come on, y'all, put your hands together. How's it going? Episode 186 of This World Blows, the comedy podcast. That is my disclaimer. Everything I say, it's fine. Whatever I say is fine. Okay? That's it. What's going on, folks? Let's start off with some good news. Friend of the show, Matt Smith, Talking with Hands, just put out his latest album, Organic Machine, on vinyl. So if you're a vinyl head, and if you support the real music, these are the rare shout-outs where This World Blows talks about positive things, good things. And it is rare. Maybe I'll try to do one positive thing each episode. Well, that's not possible. That's absolutely, I just realized that is not possible. Whenever it happens, okay? But check it out, Talking with Hands, Organic Machine, cool album dropped. I helped with some music videos and stuff. Cousin TJ helped. Speaking of Cousin TJ, I'm trying to make this work for audio and visual. The thing is, Cousin TJ, there's been so much actual work put into these. I mean, maybe not that much work, but over the years I've done this, of when it was audio, there's so much visual you're missing out on, and I don't know. It's hard to let go of, now that I've shown the penises of Alien Ant Farm with no blurring. It's hard for me to step back from that, because that is the next level to me, is I get to show people's penises because they showed it. It's not me doing something wrong. They did something wrong, and I'm commenting on it. I'm part of the commentary community. And therefore, I can show anything. I can show you murder films, and I'm just making a comment about it. Speaking of brilliant films, Emilia Perez, I guess it was up for 13 Oscar noms. Didn't know anything about it. I saw billboards for this. I don't care about it, don't know anything about it, but then I saw what it was, that it was about a trans person becoming a, mafia don, essentially, or a drug cartel, or whatever, the equivalent to a mafia don. And I was quite shocked to hear this, mostly because I had just watched a documentary by, there was a Canadian show called Kenny vs. Spenny, and it was these two quote-unquote best friends pranking each other. It was like Canada's equivalent to Jackass for them in the same era, where they're just doing fucked up things to each other, and it was funny. But how they got there was they were kind of filmmakers themselves, trying to get a show, trying to get something made. And so they made this documentary where they're pitching this horrible idea to real film companies. They're trying to get this idea made. It's called, I think it was called The Pitch. But so they made a documentary out of a horrible, horrible comedy idea, which was, what if a mafia don got a sex change, and then he had to do the same operations but as a woman. Now that was an early 90s bad comedy idea that now, if now looking back, people go, that's very offensive. However, if you take the comedy out and you make it very serious, same film getting 13 Oscar noms, okay? Again, I pointed this out last episode that we're in the Mad TV dimension. Maybe it's just the 1996 dimension is what we're in, or 95 or something, because this is the same thing. This is a bad idea from 1995 that is now repurposed as a meaningful piece of cinema. So I'm excited. I'm here for more of this behavior. I'm excited to see what else from 95 comes back. Tamagotchis, maybe. Certain types of crime could come back. I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that both those ideas, the comedic version of Mafia Don becoming trans, and the serious version of it, because people are going to argue and go, like, their idea was a dumb, offensive one, trying to be funny. They're both doing the same thing, which is capitalizing on the sensationalism of someone changing their gender. Okay. So don't tell me they're any different. This is a Kenny vs. Spenny idea. They got 13 Oscar noms. And here's what I think the future of movies is, too. I think just like companies have now become humans and can, have opinions about same-sex marriage, I think movies themselves need to choose genders. I need to know if this movie is a male or a female. People go, what do you mean it's made for? No, I need to know if the movie itself is male or female. It's very simple, sir. Tell me what gender the movie is. That's the future I see coming. Okay, check this out. So, I was sitting down the other day and I was thinking of the Kendrick Lamar song Humble and the chorus of it, which is, bitch, sit down, be humble. And then I thought about how great it will be in the future if like Entman's or some, kind of cake entity in the future leases the song, repurposes it, alters it, and then it's like be crumble or something. It's like eat crumble. And then I was like, well, that's silly. That, of course, that'll never happen. And then I go, wait a minute, no, it absolutely will. Because the other day I saw this commercial of Mr. Seal himself. And also, I bet you, before you even see this, I bet you they've pitched this commercial to him for 28 years. Oh, sorry, it's a Baja Blast commercial. Baja, Baja, Baja. Wow. My flippers got old Mountain Dew. It's Mountain Dew. Wow. Also, why can't he sing anymore? Like, what happened to his voice? Or is he like rebelling from the commercial by trying to sing bad? Very interesting. But this is proof, of course, is all it takes is time. Because time makes people need money, and then they will eventually lease whatever that song is to Mountain Dew Baja Blast. And this is I don't have any problem with this. I love this, actually. I think we should be taking what you once called sacred art and putting it into Mountain Dew commercials. Yes. But and I can't wait for Edmonds to take over Kendrick's accounts. But for now, we're left. And people also, I know this. People are listening. The hundreds of you that are listening, going, it's never going to go to the point where they put any kind of offensive thing in a regular commercial. We'll check out this current actual active Dove commercial.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel.
Recognize that song?
All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit. My neck, my back, my legs and pits, all that. My neck, my back.
My neck and pits, all that. Oh, so they replaced the word pussy and crack. Because the song's actually about a man, maybe even a woman, licking a pussy and a crack. But Dove Soap leased this song, altered the lyrics. I keep saying leased it like I don't know. That's not the proper terminology. TJ, I'm sure you are the one that is in my mind saying that's not what it's called. Doesn't matter. Dove has control of Kia's accounts. Kia the artist. And they took the song, once again, about licking pussy. Those are the lyrics. I'm not even like saying like the euphemism and like saying it in a true way. Those are the lyrics. And they've made it all about cleaning your pits and all that. Which, again, I don't know why I'm getting uppity about this. I like this. This is good news. This is a sign of things to come. I like, if we're breaking these walls, let's do it. In fact, I say, why even alter the lyrics? Because people are singing the real lyrics. Grandmas are singing those lyrics. Which is technically true. That song is old enough that there's people that are now grandmothers that song was hip when they were chilling, if you know what I mean. So therefore, there are grandmas listening to this Dove commercial, and in their mind they're going, my pussy and my crack. And then they go, oh, don't say that. That's kind of weird that the future of like, maybe there's going to be like a lot of, how like white dudes get caught saying the N-word while rapping when they're filming themselves, when they're like rapping along to a song. Like maybe the future is going to be grandmas getting called out for mouthing pussy to a Dove commercial. I pray it's true. But yeah, that's just this is an exciting future of ad campaigns. I mean, these are all the things that we would, again, when you were high school or something, these are the things you're saying as a joke. These are dumb ideas. You go like, what if Dove leased this song and they just changed the lyric? That is a dumb joke that we definitely said to each other in high school, and now someone just made $1 million from it. Some ad campaign just made a lot of fucking money, just like Seal made a lot of money. And I want that cash. Speaking of surfing the web, for no reason. I just happened upon, I don't even know why, guys. I was watching System of a Down interviews, and it was really to get to the root of, I love, you guys know me, I love band fights, and the guitarist Darren something and the singer Serge don't get along, of course. It's the classic. It's the thing every single band does, and no one's immune to, which is you become successful and you forget how lucky you are to be there, and then start wanting your thumbprint more on the songs and all that fun stuff. So they kind of just stopped playing as a result of it. But Darren will talk shit about Serge. Serge Tankian has really made himself into this like peaceful, like he'll never speak ill of anyone. He'll only talk well of things, which to me is a little suspicious of a lead singer. I don't buy it. But I found this random video, and I don't know why this is online. It's 15 seconds is online, but let's watch it.
It's a whole new day with John, the faggot.
You suck Darren's dick.
Oh.
You suck Darren's toes.
I'm gonna tell Darren you said that, you
I don't give
faggot.
a fuck what you tell Darren.
You're scared of
You
that.
eat the peanuts out of Darren's shit. Did I tell you that before?
Now let's get into this. This is obviously a long time ago, so you could say but and I wouldn't point this out. If this was any other nu metal band, there'd be no reason to talk about them saying that would be very normal in the year 2001 or whenever this is they're recording this. Of course, that would be in their daily routine to say. But System of a Down, specifically Serge, who has kind of what's the word? Positioned himself as this like freedom fighter-y, kind of Bono-y, kind of pseudo-spiritual, kind of peaceful, kind of man for the people, freedom fighter, saving people, a great virtue signaling man. And so I love to find footage of the real them, because not only is he saying the F word, which I don't really care about, what I really am focused on about this is that Serge, in clips like this from back then, he does not have an accent because he grew up here. And nowadays, Serge has really laid on his Armenian accent. And you guys know me, how I feel about this kind of stuff. You can't do that. You can speak in another language, that's wonderful. But if you fake pretending to pronounce a word, if you pretend like you believe that's how you pronounce it, later on in life, that does not track. That does not work. And the thing is, we got cameras everywhere. Like if you've been getting filmed in interviews for many years, you don't get to have an accent now. You know what I mean? You can't add that later on. Even Alec Baldwin's wife, that happened to her. Like you can't just all of a sudden start pronouncing words with an accent to make yourself a little more exotic. That is not gonna work. And I think we got to get this video to go public. We got to get this video to go viral. Again, it's not about the F word. That's what's going to get attention. But the back end is everyone's going to notice, oh yeah, he did used to not have an accent. He used to just talk normal. He's doing the classic Shine move and pretending like people couldn't understand him if he didn't speak with this accent that he doesn't actually have. I love it. But that sent me down the rabbit hole, of System of a Down and the band breakup, and looking up the guitarist Darren's new band after System of a Down, because of course the two routes people do when the band, or whenever they do a solo album, whether the band broke up or not, there's two options that artists will do if you're doing a solo album from a band. One, do a style that is so radically different than the band style that you're known for that no one's going to conflate the two or say it's just another blank album. Or the opposite, which is you do so much of the band style that you're already in because you want people to think, oh, I guess he was the one behind the music, actually. I guess he was the one kind of steering that System of a Down ship because this sounds just like System of a Down. That's what Darren was hoping. But as you'll hear, this ain't so good. Also, the band's called Scars on Broadway. Sounds like those are fake electric drums.
Everybody dance when you dance, when you wanna dance, when you wanna dance, you will get in a trance. Everybody sees what they
Okay, pause immediately. There's so many things to talk about. First of all, lyrically, you guys just heard it. You heard the dumbest thing in the world. Everybody dance, everybody dance. When you dance, you will get in a trance. Now, I mean, Come on, that for real sounds, and I'm not being facetious here, that for real sounds like what a 9-year-old would think was clever. I'm thinking that's the right age. Everybody dance. When you dance, you will get in a trance. Very level. I mean, that's not even level 1. That's not even, no grown-up should be rhyming those words like that in that quick of succession. Maybe there's a clever way you could do it, but this ain't it. Also, got to point out, this guy, Darren, he's from System of a Down, a massive worldwide global band. And if you look at this video, it's got the classic, this is what I've been talking about for a while now. They've been making these very comically cheap 3-location videos. This is one of them. Alien Ant Farm's been doing it, but Darren did it. And it's like, you have to have millions of dollars. You have to have the ability to make a good music video. It's wild that you could look at this and then go, that works. And it's just 3 locations, not great choreography, clearly not great direction. It's clear Darren just thinks like, oh, this will look cool. And it would if you had a real film crew, if it was real cinematography. But this is just a nice camera filming a few locations. Let's keep going. I mean, this really is truly embarrassing. And you can obviously see what he wanted it to look like but you have to have a real film crew, you have to have real lights, you have to have all these things that used to cost, it still does cost so much money, and that's why this looks like shit. It's just so embarrassing. I want to know the exact budget for it. Because, he did spend money. He paid some small production company to do this. He paid some random dancers to come out to this field and do this a few times. But it's those 3-shot videos where it's like, we're just seeing 3 locations back to back to back. They're in the Blur Song 2 location. Now they're outside near a mountain. And then there's one other one. Oh, combined. Him in the forest with a rug behind him. So, very bad, very embarrassing. And this... it's clear he's trying to make a song or music that goes to make people go like, oh, he is System of a Down. But the thing is, System of a Down is horrible. And I would say, on the scale of obnoxious, they are the leading contenders of obnoxious music. And I did used to like it when I was a kid. I'm not saying I'm better than this. I'm saying if you came home and you heard your kid listening to any nu metal, System would be the worst. To hear like pointless green go, pointless weirdness, and just it just sounds like a 15-year-old trying to make someone else mad, going. And what I'm doing isn't even a great representation. I'll have to find some good audio representations to point out how obnoxious the soundscape was that they created. Yeah, okay, we'll get away from System. That's enough of them. They don't need any more love. No more love. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about, we encourage people as grown-ups. You would encourage a child not to be mean to someone because of them looking weird or different or ugly or something. But then I thought of maybe it is natural to hate the ugly. Maybe that's it. And this is going to sound bad, I'm sure, to some of you, because you're unwilling to think about reality. But it's like, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going. I wrote this down and I had this idea. I've already covered the idea about pedophilia, like the look of pedophiles. You can see the disturbing. There's something wrong with a lot of pedophiles' faces, is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can spot them often, not always, but there's a lot of fucked up looking people, and you go like, I bet that guy's doing fucked up things. And that may be because he looks so fucked up. It may be because, think about this. If you are, just say, any person in history, an ugly man, a hideous man that can never get laid, well, I think the odds of you becoming a rapist are increasing. Doesn't mean you're going to, but I'm saying if you happen to look hideous and there's no way for you to have sex, which is our primal urge and societal, implementation as well. I'm not saying that guy's going to be this monster. I'm just saying the odds of him being that have to be higher. They just have to be, okay? So when you look at someone they're ugly, don't accuse them of rape, but just look at them and know that. And even maybe tell them. Tell them, don't be like, the reason I don't want to stand next, if you're in line at Starbucks, take a couple steps, I go, the reason I don't want to stand near you is because there just technically is a higher odds that you're a rapist. Because you're hideous. You're hideous. And if you think it's, if you don't like that, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, there's a lot of times when I see hideous people and I just go, I don't know why it's my instinct to dislike you. So there has to be something natural occurring here, or else I'm a bad guy, and I don't want that to be. So I'm hoping, maybe that's what it is. I'm just hoping those people are bad so that I'm justified in feeling disgusted by them. Who knows? Okay, we're getting to the end, guys. We got to open the gates of hell before it's over. I'm gonna say V till V. We covered her last time, but she's got a lot more to offer. This crazy girl. I'm gonna save her because people keep saying I'm focusing in on the same thing, which is these young, stupid female rappers. And so I would like to now showcase some older female rappers or some older female performers. Here's one. I don't know what this woman's name is, but let's check her out.
I'll be your blonde tonight, if that's what you like. I'm bored on the court, girlie, if that's what you like. I'll be your cool aunt, gummy girl with
You aren't an aunt, you're a grandma.
type, baby, if that's what you like. I'll do it,
I mean, really.
I'll do it.
I mean, I support this, actually. This is funny. But what is her motivation? I don't know. And who is it for? It's hard, she is delusional, probably, but also, I don't know, maybe you cut someone slack when they're a grandma. It's like, well, they are becoming literally delusional. So there's less judgment for this, for me, than any of these rapping youngies. If your odds of having dementia are substantially higher, then we're gonna let this slide. No one's gonna be like, this fucking dumbass bitch. She's not. She's a grandma. She's just losing her mind. Now let's go to someone a little younger. So this woman is not losing her mind. I would say this woman maybe was always crazy based on this, but let's check it out. Let's travel over to jolly old somewhere.
Do you need to brighten up your day? Well, this might be just what you need.
Working hard all day, pushing through the grind, sweat on my brow, fatigue weighing heavy on my mind. Then you walk by with a cold one in your hand, refreshing my spirit like oasis in this desert land. Just what I needed, some fun to lift my
What is this key change?
Just what I needed, pick me up when I'm asking why.
Okay, I mean, if you're like me, I thought that was a joke. I thought this was going to turn into a joke video, especially when she says you walk by with a cold one in your hand. I'm like, okay, so it's going to turn into a beer joke, or like how beer saved the day. I really thought this was going to be bad older lady comedy, but this is something maybe I've never seen before. This is like the infection going backwards, like shooting backwards into the stratosphere of age. Let's start again. I love this. Also, starting a music video going, do you need to brighten up your day? And then let's start over and start filming the music video. Everything about this is like, I would say like 1999 Psycho, which is weird that this is coming out now.
Do you need to brighten up your day? Well, this might be just what you need.
Also, why would this... Well, I'm wrong. This did brighten my day. Fatigue weighing heavy on my mind. The cold room.
Refreshing my spirit like oasis in this
Beer refreshed your spirit.
Just what I needed, something to lift my spirit high.
Wow, that hurts. That whatever these changes are.
Pick me up when I'm asking why.
I love whatever this is. I truly support this one. Auntie G Music. Guys, check out Auntie G Music. Now, this is the type of crazy person. This is what's crazy is if you show this video to one of those TikTok kids doing "You Can Mess With Me, I'm a Rapping Queen," they would think this woman's doing something psychotic and crazy. They can't see that their stuff is this bad. Their stuff is exactly this. It's just a different era. Like this Auntie G is doing classic early YouTube homemade music video, embarrassing psychosis. New people, they're like, no, I have like CapCut, so it's not embarrassing. They don't realize it's just as bad. You're making your own music video that no one asked for, and you're proclaiming yourself to be someone that people would like to see, when every indication points to that you're fucking horrible. So keep it up, kids. That was the gates of hell. Let's shut it down. We opened it. It's closed now. There's so much more to get to, but this episode is going long. Till next time, this was episode 186 of This World Blows, the comedy podcast. Bye.